Have you ever caught yourself wondering, am I actually helping him heal or am I enabling the trauma instead? Maybe you're doing everything you can to keep the peace. Maybe you've become the steady one, the fixer, the emotional anchor, the protector from triggers. Maybe you've been carrying more and more of the emotional load without even realizing it. And then suddenly you think, wait, am I supporting him or am I actually making it easier for the trauma to stay in control? If that question scares you, it's only because you care. You're not selfish, you're not dramatic, and you're not overthinking. You're a partner doing the best she can in a relationship that requires more emotional work than most people will ever understand. Today, I want to help you understand the difference between healthy support and enabling, because this isn't about blame. It's about clarity, safety, and emotional freedom for both of you. Enabling doesn't mean you're weak or naive. It means you're overwhelmed and trying to survive. In trauma-impacted relationships, enabling often looks like walking on eggshells to avoid triggering him, taking responsibility for reactions you didn't cause, carrying the emotional weight of two people, silencing your needs to keep the peace, fixing things before he notices them, absorbing the fallout of his dysregulation, keeping the household, the kids, the energy balanced, and making yourself smaller so he stays stable. Enabling is when you protect his nervous system at the expense of your own. It often starts from love, but it becomes self-abandonment. And none of this means the trauma responses are okay. They're not. But the way you respond can either help him heal or accidentally help the trauma stay in charge. You don't enable because you want to. You enable because you're tired, because you don't want another argument, because you are scared of him shutting down again, because you don't want your kids to see the conflict, because you're trying to avoid making the situation worse, because somewhere along the way, you learned that his emotional state was partially your responsibility. You enable it because the relationship feels like it depends on your ability to stay calm, patient, and quiet. You guys, this is not about weakness. I was there. This is about burnout. And this is survival mode. Here's the clearest sign. If you're doing more emotional work than he is, you're enabling. Enabling says, I'll carry this so you don't have to. Healthy support says, I'm here with you, but this part is yours to carry. The difference is everything. Enabling shields him from discomfort. Healthy support helps him face that discomfort. Enabling makes trauma stronger. Healthy support gets him stronger. Enabling feels like love, but it keeps him emotionally dependent. Healthy support feels uncomfortable, but it leads to real healing. Healthy support is not rescuing him, absorbing his dysregulation, or preventing every difficult emotion. Healthy support looks like, number one, setting boundaries that protect both of you. It's not punishment, it's structure. Number two, pressing pause when things escalate. Pausing is not rejection. Pausing is protection. Number three, recognizing dysregulation without personalizing it. Think to yourself, this is overwhelm, not a targeted attack, or this storm isn't about me. Number four, letting him take responsibility for his emotional work. You support him. You don't save him. Number five, regulating yourself instead of managing him. Your nervous system sets the tone of the home. And number six, allowing natural consequences. If he shuts down or explodes, you don't have to clean up the emotional debris every time. And I want to share something one of my clients said because it captures this better than anything I could explain. She said, before using your tools, I would have thought these boundaries were cold, but now I see they were absolutely necessary. It was the only way my husband finally realized that his trauma didn't have to define him. And for the first time in his life, he gained the confidence that he could do the emotional work no one ever helped him with before. You guys, that is what healthy support does. It empowers him. It lets him know that his past doesn't have to define his everyday. It empowers him. It doesn't disable him. These small shifts create such big changes. I want you to ask, is this mine to carry? If the answer is no, I want you to step back. I want you to let silence be uncomfortable. His discomfort does not require your rescue. I want you to use reflective responsibility. I care about you, and I trust you to handle this. I want you to stop softening every truth. Your voice matters. And I want you to start using the pause method. Press pause, accept it's not about you, unlock the clues, seek support, and engage when ready. Every time you stop rescuing, you give him space to grow. Here's what I want you to take away from today. You are not responsible for healing the trauma you didn't cause. And carrying his emotional load for him is not helping him. It's enabling the trauma. Enabling happens when you abandon yourself to protect his nervous system. Healthy support happens when you stay grounded, hold boundaries, and let him take responsibility for his healing. You don't have to fix him. You don't have to walk on eggshells, and you don't have to disappear. And if you're even asking this question, you're already waking up to a healthier way of loving, one that honors both of you. If this episode brought clarity, make sure you subscribe and check the links below for the tools and support that help couples heal without sacrificing themselves in the process. I'm right here with you.